Harihi Om. My dear holy souls, this is Mata Anantananda, Sri Sadguru Shivarama Avadhuta Ashramam, Kamvaram village, Kurnool district, Andhra Pradesh state, from Bharat, that is India. Under the caption of Wonderful Indian Folk Stories, we are enjoying the adventurous stories of Bhatti and Vikramaditya, the historical personalities of ancient India. Now we are enjoying the series of Bhetala stories. Now in this video, this is the 24th video. In this video, the story of Jnani, Sutrajna and Shura is described. In a city called Machili, there was a king, Dharmadatta. He was very nice and good administrator, generous and knowledgeous also. In that city, there was a Brahmin by name Arjuna Swami. He has only one daughter, Vinayavati, who is eligible to marry her. Betala's question and Vikramaditya's answer like that. The outcoming skills from this story are always there will be victory and fame to dare and adventure. If we take risk, nothing is there to lose. When we win, everything is ours. When we lose life, nothing to worry. Life is not permanent. Definitely we lost it one day. With this concept, this story enlightens us. Okay, let us enter into the story. Once there was a good city by name Machili. Its king was Dharmadatta, who was very generous, good, and best administrator also. In that city, there was a Brahmin by name Arjuna Swami. He had only one daughter, Vinayamati. She was very beautiful and very good qualitative girl. She has very nice character. It seems that she was a heap of good qualities. People were admired her like anything. By hearing the beauty and good qualities of the girl, so many young men were eager to marry her. And the fame spread the surrounding villages also. One day, a man approached to Arjun Swami. He said, "Oh, great scholar, oh Brahmin, my name is Jnani. I read all the Vedangas. I'm a scholar. People used to call me as Jnani. I belong to Vaishya Varna. I heard about your daughter's beauty and good character also. That's why I want to marry her. You please accept my request." Then Arjun Swami said, "You be in my house for few days. By observing you, I'll take a decision because she is the only one daughter to me. I have lot of love and affection on her. That's why I want to take a decision carefully." That Jnani accepted that. In the afternoon, another man approached Arjun Swami. He came to his house and he said, "Oh great scholar, oh Brahmin, my name is Sutrajnudu. I came to hear about your daughter's fame. That's why I came to you. I want to marry her. If you give your daughter to me, I'll protect her like a flower in my hands. I'm very talented. I can construct the machines, the magical machines also, including chariots and other things with metal as well as with wood also." He said like that. The same answer Arjun Swami had given to Sutrajnudu also, what he told to Jnani. He also accepted the Sutrajnudu, this man. And in the evening, another young man came to Arjun Swami's house with the same urge. He said, "Oh, great man, a great Brahmin, you have a beautiful and obedient girl. I heard about her fame. I want to marry her. My name is Shurudu. I learnt the skills of war. I can use any weapon. If you give your daughter to me, I'll be very happy and I'll protect her like anything. You please accept my request. Then Arjun Swami told the same answer what I had given to Jnani and Sutranjudu. All the three young men were there. They had taken their dinner and they were chatting with each other by sitting in front of the house. Almost it became dark. At that time, a demon came there and all of a sudden had taken away Vinayamati into the sky and he disappeared within seconds. Everybody felt very surprised and Arjun Swami paralyzed, and after a few seconds he realized the fact and he cried like anything with a loud voice. The people in the colony gathered there and everybody, what they can do? It was a sudden shock for them. Then Arjun Swami said, "You three men came to me to marry my daughter. Among you, whoever get my daughter back safely, I'll give my daughter to them. You please try to save my daughter." He requested them like that. Then Jnani said, "Okay, don't worry. I have the talent to watch the things wherever it is, because I studied sastras like that." Okay, by saying like that, I had taken a betel leaf and applied some paste on it, the black colored one, which is applicable to the eyes, known as kajal in Hindi, and kajalam in Sanskrit. He put it, then he murmured some magic verses. Then all of they had seen a deep forest, in it a big tree. In the whole of that big tree, the demon kept Vinayavati there and he was guarding the house, the tree. Then people wondered about it. Then Arjuna Swami said, "Okay, where my daughter is, we know now, but who can go there?" Then Sutrajna said, "Don't worry, oh Brahmin scholar, I'll do it. I'll construct a beautiful and a capable chariot." Then within few hours, he had constructed a lightweight chariot by using the wood, and it is a magical one. It can fly in the sky and it will reach wherever the destination is by thinking about it in the mind. So that Arjun Swami said, "Then who will go and to bring back my daughter?" Then Surudu said, "Okay, I'll go there. You don't worry." By saying like that, he had taken all of his weapons, the sword and the spear, archery, arrows, and like that all. And he climbed on the chariot and he asked Sutrajnudu how to drive it. And he had taken the technical know-how from him. And then he had gone to that forest and he reached the destination. There he fought with the demon like anything. By taking that much of life risk, he had killed the demon and he brought back the girl, Vinayavati. Then everybody felt happy. Arjun Swami felt so happy and he said, "Okay, you brought back my daughter safely. Then now I want to give my daughter to you, to Surudu." But Jnani and Sutrajnudu had refused such proposal. They said, Jnani said, "Actually, I am the root reason about the safety of Vinayavati, because I had watched, I had told you where the demon kept her. That's why only Surudu was able to go there and brought back the girl. That's why I am eligible to marry her." But Sutrajnudu said, "No, it is not the right proposal, because though you told where she was, where the demon was, but to go there, I had constructed such a magical chariot. By that only Surudu had gone there and brought back her. That's why I am eligible to marry her." They started a quarrel. Then it reached to the king Dharmadatta. He called on all of them and he inquired all the thing, and after that had delivered his justice. Then by ending the story like this, Betala said to Vikramaditya, "O king of kings Vikramaditya, you are very capable and dare enough also. You are trying several times to subjugate me. Okay, now by keeping the condition of our story You, by keeping it in your memory, say the answer. If you, by knowing itself, if you not give the answer, then your head will break into 1,000 pieces. By breaking the silence, I'll escape from you. So think well and give the answer. Vikramaditya, with a beautiful smile on his lips, he said, "Oh, Betala, always I remember your condition." Okay, here the answer. What Dharmadatta will give as justice, because Shurudu is eligible to marry Vinayavati, because though Jnani is helpful to locate her, and Sutragnudu helped Shurudu to go there, but by taking the life risk, Shurudu had protected her. He saved her. The man who is capable to protect a girl's respects and life, he is only eligible to marry that girl. This is acceptance from our Hindu Sanatana Dharma Shastras also. So, Shurudu is eligible to marry her. Betala laughed and he said, "Yes, that is the righteous answer. But again you defeat. Here is your defeat. Again I am escaping from your shoulder." By saying like that, he escaped, disappeared from the shoulder of Vikramaditya, and he reached again the fig tree of the forest. Again Vikramaditya had gone there, climbed up the tree and brought down the corpus and kept it on his shoulder. And again with silence he started towards Brihadaranya temple. What will be the next story? Let us enjoy in the next video. Harihi Om. Thank you for watching.